You're watching TVC News. Across the country, families and businesses are feeling the pressure of cost of living, weaker purchasing power, and limited access to credit. It's a reality that makes the call for financial inclusion more urgent than ever. With me now to discuss this further is Gideon Adeyemi, a fintech product expert, and we hope to get some insights from him on how technology can open up access, support small businesses, and help build a more inclusive and stable financial future for millions of Nigerians. Thanks a lot, Mr. Adeyemi, for joining us at this time on
Yep.
TVC News. So how do
Thank you
you
very much.
assess the financial inclusion drive of the federal government, especially as to its impact on Nigerians?
I'll say across Africa, millions of people are still shut out of opportunities because they lack access to safe, affordable, and trustworthy financial tools. And the real power of technology is that it can connect people to survival, to growth, and some form of dignity. I'll start with inflation. Rising prices have made life more difficult for families across the continent. And what matters the most is solutions that put money back into the pockets of people, from small savings that earn interest on amounts as low as 100 naira. This gives people a caution against uncertainty. Simple mobile transfers can cut out transportation costs, hidden bank charges. Emergency credits and microinsurance can give household breathing space to be able to adjust to things when things go wrong. And when people are guided on financial operations like how to budget, how to plan, with simple tools like using USSD or using like performing basic smartphone activities, these innovations turn complex problems to everyday relief rather than considering technology as a distant policy promises.
Right, so are you saying the climate isn't friendly enough, or is there some improvement from your end?
So yes, it's the function of technology is to ensure that as we see this traction both in climate, we try our best to provide technology that improves the quality of life, from green technology to ensure that we ensure that every single technology that's been produced considers climate policies, and ensure that whenever we produce more technology, both in finance, generally we try our best to ensure that policies are being obeyed and this technology impacts people's life without necessarily endangering the lives of people. So yes, it's not like it's not in decline, but we are working towards achieving a better stance on our ramifications.
All right, let's talk about the current rate of unemployment now, at least as released by the National Bureau of Statistics, especially where the young people are concerned. How can financial inclusion help drive entrepreneurship and job creation?
Yes, young people need more. They need opportunities, and digital finance makes it possible for students, for instance, with a good idea to raise money through crowdfunding, microloans without collateral, and they can sell products or services beyond their community. Existing financial technology platforms give them instant access to customers home and abroad. And at the same time, the growth of the digital technology sector is creating entirely new jobs, from agent banking to customer support to data analysis, app development, cybersecurity. When financial tools are paired with digital skills, young people will not only run businesses, but also be able to create employment opportunities for an industry where little exists currently.
And of course, the informal sector, which makes up the bulk of the Nigerian economy, what are the prospects, or what other room for improvement or growth do you see, especially marrying technology into the informal sector?
I'll say the thing about the informal economy is it runs solely on trust, flexibility, daily cash flow. I think what technology should do is strengthen those qualities rather than replace them. So simple tools like merging USSDs, QR codes makes it easier for traders, for instance, to accept payments from any customer even without a smartphone. Digital receipts will be logged as a result of that lightweight record keeping that turns everyday sales for these market women, these traders, this farmers. They can have this history that can be used for supplier discounts, microinsurance, pensions, credit applications. For instance, cooperatives and market organizations can digitize their contributions and transactions. This way, they can gain transparency while keeping their familiar structure. So by focusing on identity, easy payments, reliable records alongside things like credit, the digital system can feel more like a natural extension of the current way people are actually performing activities informally rather than a disruption.
What about what this means for people who still prefer to maybe trade or work with traditional options? How can both work together?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is trust, because when it comes to marrying these two parts of the industry together, most of the people that want to keep the informal ways, they do not trust the digitized ways of performing these activities. And I'll say as Africans, confidence grow when people see transparency and reliability from this new age technology. So technology providers should maintain regular communication, offer simple points of contact to users, let users feel supported, let these traditional users feel supported. Processes need to follow familiar patterns. We don't need to come with processes that disrupt the entire way things work. When people see familiar patterns, they have the opportunity, or they would want to engage in that because it's familiar. It's not out of the ordinary, or it's not jarring. And while we do this, we try to ensure that our customers' data is safeguarded with policies, ensuring that we advocate to the governments to provide policies that protect users first, but also protect the financial institutions. Innovative measures like biometric security, fraud monitoring, these things strengthen safety. And at a community level in the society, trusted agents, trusted companies, local leaders can try to reassure first-time users. They can try to reassure people who are based on the how's it called now, the traditional way of performing these operations. They can talk to them and ensure that these interactions improve how they buy into the new age technology.
All right, Gideon Adeyemi, we thank you very much for your contributions on TVC News this hour.